Aloha and welcome to Knitted Paradise, where the needles are clicking and the yarn is squishy. My name's Lucia and I'm your hostess, and today is episode 10 and it's December, I always forget the date, December 9th, I believe? Yes, December 9th. And I am titling this episode Snow, Yarn, and an Ukulele. Or any variants thereof. I might have switched them at some point somewhere. Anyway, let's get started. To start with snow, it finally snowed here over the weekend. We've been wanting it for a while. It's been really cold, and then it got warm and rainy, and now it's finally snowing. So that was really exciting. I grew up in Hawaii, as I've said before, and so I didn't have snow or 4 seasons of any kind. It did get a little chilly in the winter, but not really. So it's really exciting when it snows for me. This will be my 4th winter here. So I'm still really excited. I think it was only last year? No, it was the year before last year where I discovered the fact that snowflakes actually look like the paper cutouts. I was really excited over that. I was on the phone with my best friend and he laughed at me and I said, just because you made this discovery when you were 5 and I'm making it when I'm 25, you don't have to make fun of me. I was really excited, so I still get really excited and childish about snow, so yay, snow! And it was actually a lot more snow than I thought. I went out to go to work this morning and I was like, wow, there's a lot more snow than I thought. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen a picture or two of snow. I have to find my boots though. I could not find my snow boots this morning, and so needless to say, my feet got a little cold and wet on the way to work in my normal go to work shoes, because I leave my work shoes at work and then I wear slip on tennis shoes to work, because I don't want to wear heels to and from work. That's just uncomfortable. Anyway, let's get into knitting. So let's start with on the island. There's really only one thing that I've worked on that's currently on the island. And it is the Tintern Abbey socks by Brenda, Dayne. And that's what they look like so far. Ooh, it's deciding to focus. Yeah. So it's just ribbing up until now. I did my own variants on the toe. There's a special toe that I didn't feel like figuring out because these needed to be done sooner rather than later. The yarn is actually purple. It's not coming out at all. I don't know how to make it come out. Anyway, I'm just chugging along on the foot. They're knitting up pretty quickly. If you don't know already, I knit these to about, I think, here, maybe in the larger size, and then I decided that was going to be way too big. And then I knit up until I turned the heel on one of them, and then I decided they were going to be too small. So I ripped them both out, and now I'm back up to this point, and I'm knitting. Sorry, that's the cat. I left the door open so he could come and go and not whine, and now he's running around like crazy. And so I'm knitting the small size on the top, and then I added 2 extra stitches to the heel, or the sole. No, you cannot play with that. If you bring me your toy, I'll throw it for you. Yes, my cat plays fetch. Mostly with hair ties or other round objects. Pan, I need those. Those are my show notes. You cannot play with them. Even though I think you can. Anyway, after that little kitty distraction, back to the socks. So they're a little bit bigger than the small size, but they're not quite the large size. So I think they'll be good. Got a little scare. They're for one of my best friends for Christmas, and I saw her wearing thick winter socks. I was like, gosh, her feet are wider than I thought they were. And then I realized her feet really aren't that wide, and the small would have been fine, but since I had a panic attack and ripped them out, I might as well knit them a little bigger, because I usually knit mine on 32 or 64, 32 on top, 32 on bottom. And these are 62 stitches. And it's stretching out fine. It fits over my foot, and I think hers are pretty close to mine, so I'll be fine. So that's in my Yarn Pop owl bag, which I'm loving. It just stays in my purse, and it matches my purse, which is wonderful. And there goes the heater. I'm hoping it's not too loud because I'm in a different room. Yes, I'm in my bedroom again, and I have you guys on a chair with a bunch of boxes so that when I move around, you guys don't move around, which is good. And yes, that is staying over there. My husband's a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and he has a full Frodo costume, which he may or may may not have been wearing when he proposed to me. It was awesome. Anyway, one day I'll show pictures of it. And so yeah, the sting goes with his costume. Anyway, everything else has been resting in the hammock. I haven't touched it, except my set sail object. I have finally finished this. I'm really excited. I finally finished my Manic Panic Cowl. Ta-da! I just finished this today at work. And that's where I was last time I recorded. So I did that and then bound off. And the little sneak preview you saw on Instagram of my episode was these 3 little yarn balls, and that's what I have left. I was really pushing it to the end. So this one was the least. I don't think I could have gotten even another whole row out of this. Maybe 1, but definitely not 2, and I was doing 2 rounds of each. The blue one I could have gotten another round out of. That one maybe 2 more rounds, but they had to be even. So yeah, I used this one to cast on, so that's probably why there's less. But that's what's left. And now I can take the stitch marker out, put it on the computer for now, and it's done. And put it on. So this is the Manic Panic Cowl by Sarah Core, and it's just a simple linen stitch cowl out of Claudia hand paints in, sorry, I have my show notes over here, Raspberry, Deep Blue, and Scout's Honor. So it's going to be a very warm cowl. I'm very excited about this because I had to wait for the bus to come home today because my husband is at rehearsal for his quartet tall order, and he has the car on Mondays, and so I take the bus home, and it was really, really cold, and it was windy, and I will definitely be wearing this. Oh no, I want to keep that up. Anyway, I'll done futzing with that in a while. I'll just wear it for now. I'm going out later, shopping with my friend for some Christmas presents. And so that's done. I might wash and block it, or I may just wear it. It's nice and squishy. I'm really excited. So that's that. I look funny wearing it inside, and it's a little warm. So that's done. Oh, it pulled out my earring. Let me just take them out. I lost an earring the other day because I think it got caught in my scarf and came off. So that's done. Yay, I finished something. Something set sail. If you're wondering what's on my jacket here, it says Santa Clara University Solar Decathlon 2007. I went to Santa Clara University and I participated in the Solar Decathlon in 2007 on the team. So maybe I'll talk a little bit about that. I am an engineer, as I said earlier, and it's a contest that the Department of Energy puts on every other year, and it picks 20 schools from around the world, and each of them get to design and build a house that runs off of solar power. And they actually build it, and then you take it to DC in October of whatever year it is, and you compete in 10 different competitions, which is why it's called a decathlon. So you have architecture, and you have, energy usage. You have to cook a dinner for one of the other teams, and you get judged on that. I was part of the team that picked the appliances for like the dishwasher and the washer and dryer, because you have to once I think during the week you have to wash and dry an entire load of towels, and within a certain period of time. So you want to get very energy efficient ones, and yes, things that will actually dry, like 6 towels or something. Maybe it was 12 towels. I can't remember. It was a while ago. But it was fun, and I got to go to DC and give tours of the house and meet cool people. And we actually ended up placing 3rd, which was kind of a miracle. So it was really exciting. Anyway, on to... Let's go a little out of order since we're kind of doing things about me. We will do From My Hale, which we missed last week because the software I'm using decided to cut off the last 5 minutes. So I'm going to just, after I'm done recording, let it run for an extra 5 minutes and then set it to compress. And maybe it won't cut it off. So we'll see. But I wanted to show you guys my ukulele. Ta-da! So this is my ukulele. I've been playing since I was 7 or 8. A long time ago. I'm not that great, but I can read chords and play chords, and yeah. So I got to perform with my husband's quartet because the company is Prochorist, which was terrible, I know. And so she could play really simple things, so we had her play really simple things, and there are at least one song where she usually plays the ukulele, and I usually play with her, but instead I played by myself. I run their sound, and so I'm there at the performance anyway. But this is my ukulele. I don't have a name for it. Maybe I should name it. I don't know. It's a travel size, so it's thinner than a normal ukulele, but it's got a bigger face than a normal ukulele. So it's got a low G string. My dog has fleas. So that's what it sounds like. It's very pretty. It's koa wood, which makes it sound and look pretty. It's gorgeous. I love it. I got it for my birthday a couple years ago from my family. I asked my mom, she was coming, and I asked her to bring an ukulele from her stash because she's a music teacher. And, she has leftover ones that are not very great. But I was like, you know what, I kind of want to play and, be good to get back into it. And she came and she gave me this, and I opened it up and I said, that is not from the cupboard in your classroom. And she said, no, we decided to buy you a real one. So I got a nice one. So that's that. I won't subject you all to my playing and singing because I haven't really practiced anything. So we won't do that. Maybe another time. Maybe I'll post a little video on Instagram or something someday. I need help because I need someone else to record it. Anyway, that's my From My Hale. And while I'm mentioning that, I will mention that on the Ravelry group, Knitted Paradise, which you should join, there is a thread called Introduction/From My Hale where you can post, your name and where you come from and something interesting about you. Like, I play the ukulele, or I dance hula. Yours might be different, obviously, because you may not have grown up in Hawaii. Those are things that normal Hawaii kids learn how to do. I never learned how to ice skate, which is, I know, things that kids here learn how to do. No, you cannot stand on the ukulele. Sorry. The cat just wants to be in everybody's business. You gonna come sit on my lap? Sorry, I'm checking my show notes. Alright. We did all that. On the horizon, we have Christmas stockings that I still need to start. I meant to do those this weekend and never got the chance. And some birthday socks for one of my best friends whose birthday is coming up. And I asked him what he wanted, and he said, I want another pair of socks. I was like, okay. I knit him one pair of socks. He was making fun of me for knitted socks, and then I knit him a pair as a thank you for being part of our wedding. And he, I think, wore them every day. He was like, now I know what you were talking about. And ever since then, he's been bugging me for more socks. He's like, can I have another pair of socks? I want another pair of socks. I'm like, hold on, I can only knit them so fast. So, he wanted another pair of socks, which means I ordered some yarn from the Loopy U. If you don't know what the Loopy U is, it's an amazing store that, oops, sorry, box scratchies. They're based out of Fort Collins, Colorado, and they also have an extensive online shop, and they have great prices, great customer service, fantastic customer service, and a huge selection of yarn. And there is a link on my blog, pearlofthepacific.info, and if you click on the podcast/blog, or you can just go pearlofthepacific.info/podcast blog. There is a link if you scroll down. I don't know what side it's on. One of the sides. It's on the side with the stuff on it. If you scroll down, there's this section called links, and there's a link to the Loopy U. And if you mention me or my podcast, well, not the podcast, I don't think, but my blog, Pearl of the Pacific, if you mention Lucia or Pearl of the Pacific, then I get a small little discount when I order yarn, which is great because I would love to buy prizes and things and do some giveaways. But I'm also kind of poor and trying to save money for various things, like the fact that my husband and I have to move in a couple months. So that'd be really great. There's also a donate button, which I added to the blog site. So if you feel so inclined, feel free to go over there and clicky away. Yeah. If you feel so inclined. I'm not pressuring you. I don't care. It's your hard-earned money. What do you think, Pian? Should they go donate? He's just being cute. Anyway, let's show you some yarn. So I ordered a large thing of yarn because they were having a sale. A large sale. So late one night I discovered they're having a Cyber Monday sale. I need to order yarn like now. So it was like 11:30 and I ordered a lot of yarn. And yeah. And then the next morning they emailed me and they couldn't find 3 skeins of this one of the sweaters worth that I had ordered. And so I was going to substitute for something else. And then they found it. So it was great. And they are great communicators if you need something or want something. So this was the yarn. I'm not going to take it out. But it's Cascade 220 Superwash in the Shire colorway. Okay, that's it. It's getting way too glary. I'll just take one out. But it's this nice heathered green. Which may or may not focus. It's dark green. And this is going to be a sweater for my husband, who obviously loves things called the Shire because he's a Lord of the Rings fan. And yeah, this is the one they couldn't find 3 skeins of. And I was like, alright, I'll just wait till next time. But they're like, oh, we found it! So I was like, great, send it over. So that's going to be a sweater for my husband. And then I ordered some skeins of Cascade 220 Superwash in mint as a sweater for me. It's a lot greener than it's looking. At least there's less glare. So I don't know what pattern. Maybe I'll make them matching. That'd be cute, but probably not. We'll see. I haven't decided what pattern for that. I'm really liking the color mint right now. It's an in color and I really like it. So I bought some. Because it was on sale and really cheap. And let's see what else I got. Here, we'll open up one of these. It's a large box, I'll just say that. I got a few skeins of Cascade 220 Superwash Sport in Jet, which is pretty much black. Yeah, it's pretty much black. And let's see. And then I got one skein of the Sport in, I think this is called Alaska Sky. Now it's focusing. That's pretty good. It's a icy blue. It's a very, very light grayish blue. And, excuse me, pan. They packed that box really well. It was really tightly packed. I will probably never get it back into the box the same way. But that's okay. And I got, sorry, I'm trying to find things that go together. Alright. I got 4 skeins of Cascade Heritage, which is their sock yarn. And I got 2 in steel. Hi! So apparently I have not figured out the challenge with trying to get the last 5 minutes not to cut itself off, so I'll have to work some more on that. Anyway, I was just going to show you the rest of my yarn order and then a little wrap up. I don't even remember what I said. So this is just to say, sorry about the technical challenges. I'm now using the built-in camera on my computer in hopes that'll work a little better. Sorry, the quality just went down a bunch. I will show you any yarn that I missed next week. And that's it. Have a great week. Happy knitting and spinning or crocheting or whatever you happen to do that's crafty. And I will talk to you next week. Bye!